What it do, 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 y'all boys. Here we are with another episode of Not to Toot Your Own Horn. You already know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, go ahead, hit that notification button. That way you'll know as soon as I post a new vid. And also make sure you check out the jackets that I have available. They red. A couple of ladies have been complaining that they don't see any yellow ones or they don't see any green ones, so I'm gonna see what other colors that I can get available. Also make sure y'all check out literally my one and only artist, Plain Jane. My girl too. She make music. Make sure you type in Apple Music. Make sure you look up her music. All the beats, all the production you hear is done by your boy. So let's get to it. Today I want to be a learning experience for everybody. So today I wanted to do the 10 worst mistakes I made as a drummer. So I made this list because I definitely want y'all to learn from my mistakes. It's very important, you know. I've learned in life that it's best to see what somebody else do and then learn from that. You get what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to go through that same trial and tribulation. So one of my biggest things, right? And this is something small, but when I used to play for my granddad church, going to a gig without a snare and a kick. If you're gonna go to a gig, yes, you bring your sticks, but at the very minimum, have your own snare and have your own kick pedal, because you need a nice kick pedal when you're playing songs, and you need a nice snare sound when you're playing songs. The rest you can kind of work with. If you could bring a hi-hat, even better, but at the very, very, very minimum, I definitely recommend either having a snare that you like, or as I said, a kick pedal. I have a DW, I think it's 9,000 kick pedal. It's amazing. I'm flat-footed, so I don't know if that's an advantage or disadvantage when it comes to using a kick pedal when it comes to drums. And for a snare, I definitely recommend Pearl. Pearl can never do you wrong. I'm sure there are better ones out there, but with my experience, as I said, Pearl has always kept me afloat. Number 2, not finding a good pocket.
We play through it.
We gotta follow.
We gonna play through it.
Okay.
Chill out.
Okay.
He said that he would do it.
So when I first started playing drums, just like any drummer, you know how you get excited that you learned a new instrument. So I was all over the place. I mean, I was playing rudiments. I was, of course, you want to play rudiments, but more so fills. I did a lot of fills. I didn't stay in the pocket long enough to get the idea complete before you can. Like, I wouldn't even let the song breathe. So that's one thing I definitely recommend to younger and older drummers as well. Just finding a good pocket groove, because at the end of the day, that groove, like, you want to have people's head bouncing. I remember when I was younger, one thing that I would do is I would look at like the pastors or the ministers' feet. Like, I'll see them tapping, and that'll determine for me if I'm doing good or not. I wouldn't really necessarily look at the audience, the crowd, because just because people aren't clapping don't mean they're not into it. They could just be vibing, you know. So I definitely learned that as a young drummer. But as I said, that's definitely one thing that I would say: get a good pocket. Older cats would say it as well. Number 3, not warming up. Going to the church as soon as the first song start going. I definitely recommend hitting all the drums. Tuning. Don't be shy. Get in there. I used to be real shy. I didn't want to make too much noise. But hey, this is me warming up. These are the things I have to do in order to make sure these songs sound good. So let me do what I gotta do. I'm a professional. Number 5. Hopefully I'm on the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, number 4. Number 4. Guitar Center practice. This is funny that I named Guitar Center practice. So, a lot of us go to the Guitar Center and we just like to practice on all A drums.
I want more selection of drums to play if I'm going to come in here and shop for drums and test out different things. Everything's kind of put away here. How am I supposed to know how things sound if it's all put away? What the heck? I'll just buy a cheap electric kit or something, or some timbales.
I get it. It's fun. But if you're going to go to Guitar Center, try to I would ask questions. I would see what's the newest drums about to come out. I would see what deals. I would, do much better things at Guitar Center. I wouldn't just only sit there and just beat on all their drums. By the way, they don't like that at all. They got to deal with it all the time. Whether you're good or bad, it's like, I gotta hear another drummer warm up. It's like, it can't be the best feeling. I know it's not.
You woke up. It's time to get up and get it. A lot of people didn't get an opportunity to wake up this morning. A lot of people didn't get the opportunities that you have available to yourself. A lot of people still won't get the opportunities that you have. But one opportunity that you have is waking up. So take advantage. Today is $1 million day. You can make $1 million today if you make the right moves. Let's go.
Number 5 on my list is not networking. Number 5 is not networking. I wish that all the different churches and experiences I had, I wish I would have got different people's numbers, different drummers, different band members, different people's numbers, but I didn't. I was just like any musician, just antisocial. I didn't really talk to anybody. As soon as the concert or the event was over, I headed straight to my car. People were saying I did an awesome job. I said thank you as I packed my drums. So network is like they say your net worth your net worth is your network. Your network is your net worth. Double entendre. Number, I believe this is 6. I didn't ask for tips. Now, there were plenty of drummers that were way better than me that I was around. Now I'm not saying you should ask a drummer in a complete whole how they play, but if you know a good drummer when you hear one, so you should be like, hey, what are your practicing techniques? Do you practice? Who do you listen to? Who's your favorite? Because it's not necessarily copying that drummer, but it's certain aspects you can add to your playing, and we all are growing, you know what I'm saying, especially as musicians. So I feel like it's important to grow from each other, especially if you can get a free lesson, you know what I mean. Everything costs. Number 7, could be wrong with the number, but hey, let's keep it going. There isn't better, it's just different. So with drummers, we have with just anything, everybody like to compare. This is better, that is better, this is worse, that is worse. When it comes to drums, I don't believe in that. I believe that drummers are different. This drummer is different than this one. I just believe that this one plays different than the other. I have people that call me better than other drummers. I never say I was better. I just play different. I play in my own style. And the way that I play, you may like how I play, or you might not like how I play, but that don't make me better or worse than anybody else. I always take that mindset. I'm telling you, it's way more freer. Number 8, not practicing rudiments. Practice your rudiments. Those singles, those doubles, those triplets, make sure you practice them. It's very, very important. What you don't want to do, my friend, is just keep playing drums, not practicing on rudiments, and end up going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to expound, especially with rudiments. So a rudiment, it'll go, so you got singles, right? Doubles, triples. So definitely want to make sure you practice your rudiments. That is like exercise. That's like exercising before an event. That's like warm-ups in basketball. That's you need to practice your rudiments. Number 9, caring about neighbors too much. Hey, if you are a drummer, hear me and hear me clear. Yes, you want to be considerate about your neighbors, especially if you have a condo or an apartment or anything of that nature. However, if you have a goal or you have something you need to practice, either get quieter pads or practice on pillows, but do not, I say it with my soul, do not care about your neighbors. And I hope you hear me too, neighbor. No, I'm joking. No, but seriously though, make sure you're not too considerate. Like, you need to practice. You need to do what you got to do at the end of the day. And number 10, do not show off. Showing off gets you nowhere. That's what I'm saying. Learn a good pocket, because when you're doing rudiments, you get so excited about the drums. You want to do all these tricks and trades. That's all that a fill is. A fill is exactly what the name is. It's supposed to fill the end of the phrase. I'm supposed to do fills through the whole things. So make sure you're not showing off. If you like this list and you want me to do more lists, more different tips, maybe in a different subject, maybe in a different ting, you like the way I say that, make sure you let me know in the comments. Again, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. Let's keep it up, Waters family. We out.